Zimbabwe faces a new health challenge, vaccine derived polio virus type 2 or cVDPV2. This virus was actually found in sewage water in Harare. It was also detected in a few children, and sadly one child developed paralysis. This really is a serious situation. However, Zimbabwe is already taking action to stop the virus from spreading. The detection of cVDPV2 reminds us that polio is not just a disease of the past. It continues to threaten children everywhere, especially in places with low vaccination rates and poor sanitation. Zimbabwe is fully committed to protecting its children from this debilitating disease. The government, with support from partners like the World Health Organization, is working tirelessly to make sure every child is vaccinated against polio. Parents and guardians are being urged to ensure that their children receive all their vaccinations on time. Together, we can protect our children and build a healthier future for Zimbabwe. Polio is a highly contagious disease caused by a virus. It can lead to paralysis and in some cases even death. There are two types of poliovirus: wild poliovirus or WPV and vaccine-derived poliovirus or VDPV. Wild poliovirus is the original form of the virus, and it's now very rare thanks to vaccination. Vaccine-derived poliovirus is actually a weakened form of the virus that's used in the oral polio vaccine. In very rare cases, this weakened virus can mutate and regain the ability to cause disease. This usually happens in places with low vaccination rates and poor sanitation. While cVDPV2 can cause paralysis, it is generally less severe than wild poliovirus because the weakened virus just isn't as strong as the wild one. However, it's still really important to stop the spread of cVDPV2. Vaccination is the best way to protect children from both wild poliovirus and vaccine-derived poliovirus. When children are vaccinated, they are not only protected themselves, but they also help stop the virus from spreading to others. Zimbabwe is taking swift and decisive action to address the cVDPV2 situation. A nationwide vaccination campaign is already underway. This campaign aims to reach all children under the age of 10 with the novel oral polio vaccine type 2 or NOPV2. The NOPV2 vaccine is a safe and effective way to protect children from cVDPV2. It's a newer version of the oral polio vaccine that is more genetically stable, which means it's less likely to mutate and cause disease. Zimbabwe's National Immunization Technical Advisory Group, or ZIMNITAG, has carefully reviewed the NOPV2 vaccine and confirmed that it is safe and effective for use in Zimbabwe. The World Health Organization has also approved the NOPV2 vaccine for emergency use. Zimbabwe is committed to making sure all vaccines used in the country are safe and effective. The government works closely with partners like WHO and UNICEF to procure and distribute vaccines, and they have strict protocols in place to monitor vaccine safety. Vaccination is honestly one of the most effective public health interventions ever developed. It has saved millions of lives and prevented countless cases of disease. Polio is a prime example of the power of vaccination. The global effort to eradicate polio has been remarkably successful. Wild poliovirus is now only found in two countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. However, the emergence of vaccine-derived poliovirus is a reminder that we just can't let our guard down. Several factors can increase the risk of polio spreading, including low vaccination rates, poor sanitation, travel, migration, conflict, and natural disasters. It's important to address these risk factors to protect our communities from polio. The NOPV2 vaccine offers hope in the fight against cVDPV2, as it's a safer and more stable vaccine than previous versions of the oral polio vaccine. This new vaccine really shows the ongoing efforts to improve vaccine technology and protect children from preventable diseases. Parents and guardians are urged to get their children vaccinated against polio and other preventable diseases. Vaccination is safe, effective, and it truly saves lives. Let us work together to keep our children safe and healthy.